If you ever study for hours and still forget everything the next day, you are not alone. What if I told you that smart students don't just study more, they study differently? In this video, I'm going to review top 5 secret techniques smart students use to study fast, remember better, stay awake and focus, even in long study session. These are not just random tips, they are backed by science, constantly used by students who rank top of their class. I have divided this video into two main parts. The first part is the worst, most common way to study, and this is what large majority of you are doing. Number two, the proven system that's meant to use to absorb information and never forget again. So if you want to start studying like the top 1% and stop wasting time with ineffective study, then you are in the right place. Let's start with what most students do wrong. This is the worst possible way to study, and probably you are guilty of it. Yes, you are guilty of it. Now it's called passive learning. Now, what is passive learning? Number one, highlighting pages endlessly. Number two, rereading the same notes. Number three, watch tutorial video 2 times speed and never writing anything. The truth is, rereading is one of the least effective ways to study. According to 2023 study done by Association of Psychological Science, rereading offers minimum retention improvements. Your brain becomes so familiar with the text but never fluent in it. This method might feel highly productive, but guess what? They don't activate your brain. They don't engage your memory. And the worst of it, they waste your time. So what do the smart students, the 1%, do differently? Smart students don't just rely on memory, rather they build it. Here are the top 5 secret techniques smart students use to read once and never forget again. The first one is called active recall, which is called king of retention. Look at something here. Think of your brain like a muscle. It only grows when you force it, when you force it to grow, right? Instead of rereading or highlighting text or watching tutorial video 2 times speed without writing, these are 3 key things I will suggest for you to start doing in your personal study or doing your personal study. The first one is what summarizing the passage or paragraph in your own words. Now, after reading a paragraph or reading a chapter, now what you want to do here, you want to summarize those things in your own words. Imagine when you have studied, when you have read something and you want to try to summarize this thing in your own words. This will reinforce you understanding this thing better. Now look at something here. You can see that there's a force, there's a friction, right? It is that friction that makes you to recall. Number two, set questions based on what you have studied for yourself. Now, after each of your session or after each of the paragraph you have studied, now set question for yourself based on what you have studied. I will say, what are the possible questions they can set in this paragraph in exam, and try to answer those questions. Number three, use flashcard. These are ways you can actually engage your brain. According to study, active recall double or triple your retention compared to what we're reading. Now, let me give you an analogy here. Think of it like 2 persons. One actually going to the gym and doing some reps, while the other one just watching fitness video. What up here? The one that actually would go to the gym and do some rep, carry the weight, actually grow muscle faster compared to the one that is just watching fitness video. It's not actually involving in that practice of or taking reps. You're just watching fitness video. You will not actually see result. So when you just highlight tests, you read the stuff here, watch the video here, you are actually engaging in your brain. You're actually forcing your brain. That is the reason why most of you, when you study, you easily forget what you studied. But if you do these 3 things I've mentioned in this video for the active recall, you start seeing massive improvements in your study. I just finished explaining the first tip. We still have the second tip, the third tip, the fourth tip, and the 5th tip. Not only that, here I still have a bonus tip for you to help you protect your brain while you study, because study is a mental sport. Most times you need fuel and rest. So you want to stick to the end of this video. If you can do any of these things I'm about to explain to you, you'll see massive changes in your what in your personal study. The next one is called space repetition. Smart timing equals better memory. Smart students they don't cram, they just space. Now this is where you come back to review your notes. You give it interval day one, day three, day seven, day 11. Now you give yourself interval to come back to review what you have studied. This helps strengthen memory by spacing your brain workout. These are memory champion. Remember hundreds of facts with ease. The next one is called interleave practice. Mix, don't just repeat. Now, this is how it works here. Instead of solving 20 math problem in one topic, this is what you do. Solve 5 questions in different math topics. Do you understand? Now, this will force your brain to switch jam, help you to become more adaptable and likely to retain information in long term. Now, according to journal cognitive science, students who use interleaving perform for 3% better on text. So you want to try this one very well. Next tip is what? Teach what you learn, and it's called Feynman Techniques. Richard Feynman, a Nobel Prize winning physicist, believed that for you to master any topic at all, you should be able to teach it to a friend, right? Explain the concept to a friend in a way you understand. Try to break it down. If you cannot explain it or break it down in your own ways, you don't simply understand it yet. This is one of the reasons I always tell my students to actually teach what they know or what they learned to a loyal friend. Always try when you're responsible to teach what you know to your loyal friend, because these are you can read once and never forget again. The next one, which is number 5, is study with intention, not duration. Smart students don't just study longer, they study with clear goal. Now, before you start your study, you need to answer these 3 key questions. I need to write them down. Number 1, what exactly will I learn? Number 2, how will I test myself? Number 3, when will I review it again? Because 30 minutes focus of study beats 3 hours distracted reading. You want to actually stay focused and achieve a lot within a short time. If you make 1 or 2 changes of what we talk about in this video, you will see massive difference, not just in your grade, but how controlling and confidence you feel while studying. Now it is your turn. Which of these 5 strategies you will apply first? Leave your answer, leave your comments below. I read and respond to every comment. If this video is helpful, can you give it a like and subscribe for more tips? And share with your friends who you think need to stop wasting time and start studying smart. Thanks for watching. Peace.